Hey! What? This past elimination. Step into the stage, your boy Matty Rants. It's a good morning, morning. It's a good morning, a good morning. Jake Yancey with a donate. Jake Yancey with a donate. Jake Yancey with a donate. Donate. Shake it. Curls. We want some voguing? Y'all want to know the voguing rule? The voguing. Hands. Duck walk. Ow. Okay, ladies. Now let's get information. I slay. It's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you for being up here this morning. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what it is. It's me. It's here. Oh, we got another video. Children, good morning. Sorry we're having to do this late, but unfortunately, I have things that I have to do today. And I found that, oh baby, this ain't gonna work. If I do this too late in the afternoon, I'm not gonna be able to get shit done today. Besides that, I was wanting to go to the beach with a friend of mine who's in town, and I wanted to share that with y'all on Instagram. So later on today, y'all probably will see me on the beach. But we got a lot to talk about. I want to get into RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11. And I'm going to spend a lot more time on this today than I normally would do for the normal afterthoughts. Good morning, everybody. The reason being is because, well, Jamar's not here, and you know I'm probably going to be doing the afterthoughts by myself for the next 3 weeks, which is fine. But I have to talk about it because I've sat on it for quite some time. I've given it a little bit of my life and energy and wellness. And I'm still not okay with Scarlet Envy being sent home early. Raja O'Hara is staying. And I'm not too happy about, oh, Raven, you ain't got to say shit. Because I was about to get to the wig situation. I'm going to get to the wig situation. And I also want to get into some other tea that I saw online. I was like, ow. And then I need to talk about my experience in WeHo. I always say WeHo. I never say WeHo. I say WeHo. In WeHo, where I met Lady Red Couture and got to talk to her. What's up, Jersey? Ooh, it's hot. I need to get a little fan going in here. I need a little breeze. I met Lady Red Couture, and I went to this club, and I got to tell you my entire experience with that and how bad Matty is as a flirt, and how I almost ate, like, the stairways, because I went down the stairs, girl, but I almost slid and fell, and it was just really funny. So, yes, let's go ahead and get on into it. Now, I don't see any of my moderators in the room, but y'all know what it is with the donations. If y'all want to donate to the channel, please do that with paypal.me/Matty Rants, Cash App, $ Matty Rants. I got 7 moderators, girl, and not one of them is up this morning, child. I need to get a morning person, baby. I need a morning girl. Okay. I apologize. I needed just a little something. It might be late for Darnell. Oh, no. No, he'll be up. In the UK, around this time, he should be up. Because normally this is the time he hit me up in the morning. He'd be like, Matty. I'm like, oh, bitch, you up. Because it's late. Like, for them, I think it's going into night, and we're waking up. Now, where shall we start? RuPaul's Drag Race? I need a fan. I just got the shower, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me. I was trying to get myself cleaned up. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Alicia, I just saw a donate come in. Thank you very much, baby. And again, if y'all want to donate, it's paypal.me/Matty Rants, Cash App, $ Matty Rants. Now, everything that glitters was the runway thing. It's a pun and a play on everything that glitters is gold, or everything that glitters isn't gold. Whatever the catchphrase is, I can't remember the song lyrics. My weed dealer playing games. Do I call the police on him or not? Well, bitch, if you're not in a state where it's legal, I wouldn't call the police for now on weed, honey. I haven't smoked this morning either, girl. So this is like Matthew not on a zoop. I'm not on a zoop right now. But I personally liked the category for the runway. I feel like we could have just said gold, gold, gold versus everything that glitters. Because I'll be real with you, and I felt a little stupid. I thought it was going to be a glitter runway. I did. I was like, oh, this is going to be nasty. A whole bunch of glitter. And then Vanessa Vanjie's outfits will make sense. There it is, Chuck. All that glitters is not gold. So that's why I was confused when I was like, okay, but everybody wore gold. And it's like all that glitters. I'm like, was that just a play to gold or what? And I didn't want to be that girl, that man, that guy, they, them, whatever pronouns you use to describe yourself. Maybe they had it like, yeah, maybe they told them gold and it was like, okay, whatever the case may be. Now, I don't know if Fashion Photo Review saw my video. I doubt it. I don't know if Fashion Photo Review saw everybody else's videos, everybody else's tweets, everybody else's comments, everybody else's statements. But for them to finally toot a curious look because I feel it was through peer pressure, I don't think they did that as a genuine toot. I'm going to be real with you. I'll be real with y'all that. That wasn't no genuine toot. That was a peer pressure toot. Because I can see Roger in that corner going, girl, it's another pageant dress. I see it now. And then giving somebody else all the coots in the world for doing something that was very basic and $35 at the fucking Halloween store. But you know, that's how they do. I personally have decided to stop watching it just because it's not that I don't agree with what they're saying and so I don't want to watch it because I can't agree with everything. It's just some of the responses and answers they have for specific looks that they're critiquing, and then another one comes up right after that that is shit compared to the other one. And they pull in some like this bullshit excuse for why it's amazing. It's like, what the fuck is this? That made no sense. That had nothing to do with what we were talking about. Y'all need to stop. Then the whole thing that Raja does that's starting to bother me is, haven't we seen this before? Haven't I've already done this? Or I feel like I did it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Girl, it's been so long since I've seen you do anything. And no shade, this thing. You're not doing competitions no more like that to where girls can see you in all these extravaganza looks that you were speaking of, girl. I still remember you from season 3 in social media. And in social media, it's a lot of basics, one swatch colors, girl. So I don't know what you're talking about. I do watch bootleg Fashion Photo Review. I give WeHo my time. I think WeHo, while not the greatest Drag Race contestant, let's be very clear, I think WeHo does better as hosting ability or any kind of gig where she's able to talk and like bring out the vocal, bring out the emphasis and the enthusiasm that we're asking for when we're looking at a show that has to do with fashion with our favorite Fashion Photo Review queens. Now, I just don't agree with everybody that's on there. And I do like Nina Benina Brown on Fashion Photo Review, say with Vanessa Vanjie, because it's funner. It's like a funny thing for them to do. And they're not like the most fashionable queens, but we can relate to their thoughts and opinions on the look because we may not be the ones in Vogue magazine reading everything back to back to back to back to back. We're just simply looking at the outfit going, I like it because it's this color, or I like it because it hits the floor. I like it because how it fits on her body. You shouldn't have to have a Vogue magazine in front of you to be a person, to be a judge in a fashion competition. Because in reality, the consumer is the person who is buying the product. The consumer is the person who sees that gourmand on the rack that decides, bitch, that's cute. Let us consumers look at the product and then decide for ourselves. Not the girls who went to school for it, who thought they went to school for it and took a little lesson in class. Bitch, barely know how to sew, know how to hot glue, and telling me what the fuck I need to look like. Okay, got it. Another thing too, real quick, and this is just for the fandom and for people like me on YouTube, and I want to speak for all YouTubers in this matter. Bitch, this is all for shits and giggles. Ain't nobody taking this serious. You think that these people over here, these 15, 16, 17-year-old boys in their closets reviewing the show are sitting there thinking to themselves, I really fucking hate this person. I want them to die. No. No one's thinking that. We're mad at you on TV. We're mad at you on TV. In person, it'd be nice to meet you. I thank you. You were entertaining for what it was. I hope you do well in your career. I don't wish anybody ill will or non-success. Even Eureka O'Hara, I don't wish her any ill will. Why? She said a couple of dumb things, so have a lot of other girls. People trying to make up for it, let them be. I'm fine with that. I don't cancel folks, not even Kevin Hart. I don't cancel folks. I just say, I'm not going to do you no more. But I've noticed a lot of people were just putting these comments out there recently on Twitter against other folks, basically from drag queens, calling people out and stuff like that. And then people were tagging girls like, oh, well, she does this and she does that and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, okay, y'all need to cut that clear, because if you wanted to, all y'all would be having YouTube channels right now and you'd be talking about this shit if you wanted to. All of you. So let's not come for these girls out here putting in work. I'll give Jake Yonsei credit. I'll give all the rest of them, movie bitches, everybody. We have to record. We have to edit. We have to then post. We then wait and see if you all even give a damn about what we have to say. And we continue doing this. Self-makers here. So give them a little bit more credit. I give people their coots. I may not watch everybody, but I still want to give everybody their coots. Like, they deserve to have, you know what, bitch, you put in work for that, so thank you. I appreciate you for the work that you did. Your fans appreciate the work that you did. Keep doing that. When I was out and about in West Hollywood, someone stopped me and said, I know you from YouTube, and I was like, oh, hi. And we gave me a hug, and he was like, I really, really, like, love your show, Matty. I don't agree with you all the time, but I can, like, at least turn to you for an honest opinion on something, and that makes it a big deal for me. And then also, you bringing other stuff to your channel makes me want to watch more of you. He goes, I wish you had more content. So I said I will be getting more stuff, and I definitely am trying to. I don't want to just post dumb stuff and just be like, it's bullshit and no one understands what my brand is or what I'm trying to do. And I even had a conversation about that while I was networking and out in West Hollywood about somebody asking me, Matty, what do you feel your brand is? Because specifically, I want you to do this and I want that for you, but I want to know more about you. And I'm like, well, I'm expressing that now, and I'm trying to get that out as a person who is very honest and forthright about his life and what he's been through to help out other people with their experiences, as well as be the best friend that you all know I am. So he was like, okay, I like that. That's cool. Hone on it more. Get on that more. Do this and this more. Because he was a publicist. He's a friend of mine. So he was just basically telling me, you got it. It's there, but we need you to do more. You got to do more. So I was like, okay, I'll give you more, Britney Spears. You got it. But people like me and other people who are doing stuff like this, it's important that the bashing, like, come on. Like, if y'all want to do this, just get on YouTube and make a channel, baby. Like, stop the madness. Because half the people who do that are people who want to be and do what we're doing. And they're like, girl, fuck you. And I'm like, well, bitch, make a channel then. And tell me to go fuck myself. Please. Make a channel and do that. Get up. Get your monetization together. Come on. Do what I did for 4 years, bitch. Come on. But don't you sit there and knock these little girls down. I'm sorry. That's why I'm not going to do I turned the AC off, Angel, because I'm right in front of the unit at where I'm at. And I just took a shower. So, you know, my body temperature has not gone down just yet. And I'm trying not to, like, sweat it out because I didn't put any powder on this face. So right now you're getting a good light glow. So it's hot. But it's not hot today. It's going to be hot today. It's going to be like 80, but not too hot. It's LA hot. Anywho, back to Drag Race. Sorry, we had a little moment of splitting off there. Yes, honey. Panhandling for 4 years, girl. Don't forget, that's my tag. That's my tag, honey. Panhandling plus. Oh, no, girl, I take that as a joke. I love it now. When that man had said that shit, I was like, oh, I'm stealing it. Thank you. I will be on a t-shirt. Bonjour. Oh, did you, you got yours in the mail the other day. You need the big Evie fan. I know, I need that too. I really need to buy my own shit merchandise so I can have my damn face on my chest. I know, it's gonna say panhandling since 2015. Oh my God, so funny. You look like Zach Hampel from New York. I have no idea who that is. I hope he's adorable. And if he's not, I will take no offense. So yeah, back to Drag Race real quick. You know, I don't tag people. Someone said, are you tagging them just so they say something to you? And I was like, bitch, I tag them so that if people like are following them and they want to see something about that person and it's in their feed, they can catch it, right? Well, I already know who won Thailand. I'm pissed because I was spoiled with the whole situation, but I'm like, whatever, I'll still do the review. But yeah, I personally tagged Scarlett because I was living for Scarlett this whole lies. Most of the season, the first episode, it was a little tough to sell for me. I didn't like when she came in and she was like, ah, look at me, and it was all that type of stuff. I don't do that type of shit. So I was like, no, I'm not here for it. But as every episode went on, y'all, every single episode, I fell in love with Scarlett more and more and more because Scarlett didn't seem to be the girl who was trying too hard to get attention, but she knew how to, okay, here's the thing. Y'all know how I'm good with references, movie quotes, puns, and all that type of stuff. Scarlett's the same way, but it's not as, she's not trying to like be loud about it. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle, light shade. Every now and then, good funny jokes, a little good movie quote here and there, like the Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman situation. Big mistake. Huge. Like, shit like that. The Princess Diana interview with Scarlet Envy. No, I haven't seen that yet. So yeah, it just kind of made me feel like, damn, we were really getting into the story. And then the fact that the people didn't like her looks, like Fashion Photo Review was booting most of her looks for the ball episode, which was crazy to me. I just didn't get it. I was like, okay, maybe, I felt like, did I say something in the universe to like fuck up everyone's opinion? I did watch a portion of it. Sharon Needles was there, and I'm always very leery about watching anything with Sharon because Sharon has a habit of saying some things that she takes as, I'm not really serious and being light, but it's high-key racist. So if I see her face, I go, I'm not gonna watch. Because I like Sharon on the show, I just don't like hearing some of the stuff that has happened after the show with her. Now, I did like what Sharon did for Scarlett. And she got her crown, and I forget what the name or the title was specifically. It had something to do with New York. But it was very, like, you know what? I love it, I love it, I love it. It was such a good moment for her. So I like Scarlet Envy, and I just felt really bad that we all, as viewers watching, we're finally getting it. It's not a vain thing with her. It's just, that's her presentation. Okay. Country glam, city grit. Yes, yes. I would too, girl. Someone said my name and did all that. I would start crying. I'd be like, oh my goodness, you know, to feel that much love in a room, that's deep. Seeing Kennedy need to have a talk to Raj about horrible lip sync to her song. Like, okay, yeah, that's another thing. Okay. Before I get into this voguing conversation, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I do want to talk about this lip sync because I was every bit disappointed because of the fact that Scarlett won that lip sync hands down. She won it hands down. This is not a race issue. This is not any issue to do with, girl, she was off rhythm. Girl, this was not working. Girl, that is bad. Miss Thing. And then for somebody to sit there in my comment section, because, bitch, I'm learning not to respond to you, sissies. I'm like, I'm just going to let you do what you do. Someone goes, clearly Raja won that lip sync. They cut out all the good stuff. We saw it in Untucked. She jumped off the stage. Since when has jumping off the stage equated to having a good lip sync? Honey Mahogany did just that. Jumped off the stage with all 6 people who were on stage, 5 who were left up there after she jumped off. And she went home. And I saw how she jumped too. She jumped just like Rick James, bitch. It looked like it was about to be a bottle of some crack sitting down there and she was hitting it. Now, I said what I said. I know it's Davenport. I still said honey mahogany. I heard she slipped. And okay, Angelise, we're gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut that out. I'm gonna let you go back and watch that whole performance. Miss Thing jumped. Like, not even like I hopped over a little bit. You could see her knees come up to her chest, bitch. Do you hear me? She was basically doing a workout. Possibly was in the middle of like a, well, I can't get the name right. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna let that joke go. But y'all know what I'm talking, oh, CrossFit. She was in the middle of CrossFit training, bitch, and that was what happened. It was a CrossFit drag experience. But let's go over Let's Dance, the last dance tonight. Ooh, guide me. Ooh. I mean, bitch, we were robbed. Because that's the song that we all low-key wanted. We wanted Kennedy Davenport and Chi-Chi Devane to perform on All Stars 3. That was the one. That was the song. I feel like they were actually going to use that song a while ago for those specific people, but they thought, well, Raja may be good and Scarlett may be good too. Well, yeah, let's get this a go. Yeah, Doris, I wasn't here for Raja's lip sync. I thought it was lazy. I thought it was trash. I thought it was like underwhelming. I was so not here for it. I was very upset. I was like, girl, what is this? This is Donna Summer. Where is the disco? There was no disco. It's a disco song. Where is the let's dance? The last do-do-do-do-do-do-do, let's dance. The last dance, turnabout, dude, kick up, bow, 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 right, left, up, down, goop, da-da-da-da-da-da, boo, boo, ba-do, boo, boo, like. And she had a short wig. She had a short wig. A short wig. A good old kitten wig. A good old Monet Exchange. And that sucker still came off. I'm sorry, that was the last episode. And that sucker... disappointing. So they say there is a rule that they're not supposed to get off the stage. That is debunked because there have been many girls who have jumped off the stage. I almost feel like it depends on the situation as to whether or not they counted against the girl or not. But whoever said there's a rule and whatever drag queen was like there was a rule, honey, that was for their season. After that, that shit changes up. Because they've been jumping off the stage ever since that whole situation happened with Mimi on First, so... yeah, it's definitely not a rule. Yeah, there's definitely not a rule. That was just some shit somebody said through their season because you already know that they were like, don't jump off that stage. And after that, it was like, nah, we're not going to do that. But bitch, when Katya and Kennedy were performing and Kennedy jumped off the stage, girl, she wasn't eliminated, Miss Thing, because it wasn't against the rules. Sir, Tyra didn't jump off the stage. Tyra walked off the stage. Let's remind ourselves, Miss Thing Pussyfoot walked off the stage. It was do, 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 do. Yeah, I remember that. She walked off the stage. Now, she stepped on out. Well, Tyra was different because Tyra was very pussy, puss. I wonder why they kept them then if they're not supposed to be off the stage. And if that's the case, then why even have that rule? So that's why I'm going to tell you that that rule is bullshit. It just goes off the lip sync. I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't do it to yourselves, y'all. Hey, y'all who are just coming in. Don't do that to yourselves. Don't place a rule like something like that and go, well, that's just, honey, obviously it's not there. Obviously. If it was, then they wouldn't be jumping off the stage, and then they would be eliminated after jumping off the stage. But guess what? Not. And you know what else isn't happening? Kennedy Davenport, my darling, it was amazing of a lip sync. However, you jumped off the stage. By you jumping off the stage, You have been eliminated from this competition. Honey Mahogany, I'm eliminating you because your lip sync was shit, not because you jumped off the stage. CFF, I hear you, but listen, baby, they still got off the stage and nobody was eliminated. Debunked. Even with the stairs not being there. If they're not eliminated by doing something that's against the rules, girl, what's the point of the rule? I hear you. I want you to know I hear you, and I'm listening, and I got it. They still jumped, though, baby. That's the problem. They still jumped. If they didn't jump, or if they got eliminated for jumping, we'd have a conversation. We don't have a conversation right now because, bitch, they ain't eliminated. Nobody's eliminated for jumping off the stage. Nobody has been. No, she's not gonna get banned for that. I understand where her opinion's coming from, but she just needs to realize, like, what you're saying is true, but they're not getting eliminated. So how is it against the rules? It depends on, shit, it also could depend on who it is that's lip syncing and whether or not they find that to be against the rules or not. And if it's someone they don't like, they can make it a big deal. Ugh, girl, now wouldn't that be the tea? If someone got off the stage and then all of a sudden it went, well, it's against the rules. And I was like, now wait a minute. And then we have to go back down the line with people like, well, when did this start happening? It's a rule, but the rule that's not followed apparently, and the girl still jumped. So there you go. How was the jump off the stage made us feel Kennedy was sickening? Honey was not. Well, no, Honey. I mean, at CFF at all. Girl, did you see how she got off the stage? Girl. Okay, who watched Untucked? For those of you who watch Untucked, you can see the footage that they didn't show. Love you too, baby. That they didn't show of Raja during the lip sync. Miss Thing stepped out. Y'all, it looked like this. Look, okay, here's the bitch right here. Look, this is how she looked like stepping off the stage. Whoa, bitch, that was funny to me. I was like, she said, get, Miss Scarlett, get. What I'm gonna do, get, is I am going to get out this stage because I am pretty and you is the ugly kid. And so when I step out this stage, they're gonna be like, oh, she's sickening or whatever. But then I'm gonna be like, oh, I can still smell Evie from across the way. Like everything is, When I think of her, I just think of that word. Oh. Child, if Honey Mahogany had jumped off the stage, girl. Honey Mahogany, what happened? Has blocked you yet? No. I told you, I'm not, listen. If she's taking this if this is personally affecting her, I'm not gonna stop because I don't mean no harm by this. As far as I'm concerned, I'm doing the Urkel impression. I don't mean no harm by this. I really don't. I just think when we had these conversations and she want to get on that confessional, it's like, Miss Evie again. How's she coming for me and I'm a pretty girl? And it's like, bitch, if you don't blow your goddamn nose and clear your fucking throat before you try to read somebody and talk about how somebody's not cute and how they're ugly and this, that, and the other, that's what pisses me off. Girls like that reading somebody and then I got to turn around and be like, I know you're not going there. I know you not going over there with these two plaits on the top of your fucking head. I know you're not going there. I know you're not. You couldn't be. Couldn't be that, sis. Not with those prescription glasses that you got on your fucking face. Bitch, look like you can destroy a universe with that. Just put it up to the sun and clean, done. Don't do that. That's why I'm like, don't get me on shows like this because girls like that, Evie's nicer than me. Evie's much nicer than me because I'd have spent time on that one. She'd have found out. She'd have found out. Yeah, she would have found out. I don't do girls like that. Like, really? You're going to try to read some? Oh, Joyce, when Jamar pointed out the BDBs on the side of the head. I had kept that shit to myself the entire time we were watching the show. I was like, ooh, that kitchen slipped. But here comes Jamar. Well, bitch, that kitchen. I said, now, what, friend. Gotta love him. Another thing, too, you know how we always say we don't like people? And then all of a sudden they go home. And then they come back on another season or on the All-Stars. And it's like, I like them now. This just may not have been the best time for her. She's not a shitty drag queen. I'm not going to say that. I would never put that out there in the universe. What I'm going to say, maybe it's like she needs tougher skin. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's just maybe she needs tougher skin because like even like I don't know. It's like they say, some people can't take critiques, right? I think it just needs tougher skin because the moment somebody comes for her, and it's not about her physical looks or anything to do with that nature, it's about her performance and how she's acting or her abilities. Her talent is being questioned. Ooh, that's it. Your talent's being questioned. She's ready to pop off. She's ready to fight. And she's also ready to call somebody out and be very nasty, destructive of their physical presence and how they physically look. I already know half the shit that Roger would say to me if we ever got into it. And that's why I would never be bothered by any shit that come out of her mouth, because she's easy to read, because it's like, girl, I already know what you're going to say. When she was with the judges and they asked her who should be eliminated, and she said Scarlett, and then she proceeded to start to tell them why specifically, and that it was her fault that she messed up because of her, but stopped herself. Baby, that was the tea. I was like, ooh, RuPaul, you better have taken note. That's why I was mad she wasn't eliminated. I was like, RuPaul, you better take notes. I just saw someone send a Cash App donate. Thank you very much. If you guys want to send any donations to the channel, y'all know what the situation is, the story with me. Matthew's fighting, Matthew's working, Matthew's hustling, Matthew is networking. I'm about to get to my WeHo story in a second. If you want to, paypal.me/Matty Rants, Cash App $Matty Rants. Thank you very much. I'm doing pretty good with this without any moderators. I'll read them later. Let's see here. She can't dance. She can't dance. AJ, thank you. That's one thing I also wanted to bring up as well. And I'll stop making this about attacking Raja here, because I don't want it to be, I hate her. I don't. I just find that she's the most annoying person on the show right now, and that's a very difficult thing to achieve. Because Silky honestly has grown on me. I'm no longer annoyed by Silky. It started 33 minutes ago. Lisa, we've been on for 33 minutes now. Yeah, I'm no longer annoyed with Silky. The conversation that happened in Untucked, I felt some of you may have misinterpreted the point of that kind of conversation and felt that Silky was just calling Evie out and they were making it like Evie was the problem. It wasn't that necessarily. What it was, though, is that she did want to clear up something that affected her. And what happened is that same thing that affected Silky affected other people in the room, okay? So, yeah, please be aware. Please be just full of knowledge that it's so not about, Evie, you have a problem with this and that. It's more so, can you explain to me why it is every time we do something or something happens, this takes place? And I know it's not the right words and how she put it, but I got that from what Silky was saying. Now, when Plastique came back there about that wig shit, that was a whole nother motherfucking story. I was too, and I was also happy that Evie received it. And when she received it, she explained, this is how listen, I grew up this way. This is where it's coming from. That's how I feel. Yeah, she just wanted to know, like, girl, I keep feeling like we popping off and it doesn't need to happen. And I also wish that we got to see the video footage of Evie and Silky working together and them getting along, because Silky said up to that point, hey, everybody, Evie, I like you, girl. I really do. I got to know you more, sis, and we got to spend some time together. But there's a moment where we disconnect, friend. Silky showing not only she's educated, but also mature in some senses. She may be loud and crazy, but if that girl gets a moment to think, like I know Silky can, that brilliance and intelligence flows out deep. So it was very much, just help me out with that. So that way we don't have that problem no more. And then Akira, oh, another one too. Akira has to be Miss Congeniality if she doesn't win. Akira has some of the best conversations, period. Whenever Akira comes into the room and or if it's in the conversation has to do with something where maybe people don't get it just yet, Akira can break that bitch down like no motherfucker other. I was here for it. The way she explained how not everybody can take criticism, and then she broke it down to where you in and I am and where they are. Oh, I was very pleased. Her and Nina are very good people to have on the show, because both of them are very grounded in their mental thinking and also their perception of others. So that way they're not able to be just catty, mean, and messy. It's more so, I don't like her because she did that, and that is something I can't agree with, and it really doesn't feel okay to me. Or she needs to get it together. I don't hate her, but she needs to get it together. Nina's the same way too, and I like that. Nina's very, very quick, very smart, very open to stuff, but she's also, I see the bullshit, and I'm just gonna sit on back, and you're gonna let that happen. I love a good grounded queen. I think that Nina needs to be given more love on the show. I like her looks. I don't understand why the judges be coming for her the way they do. I feel bad because if Nina is one of those people who makes it like up to the top 5 and doesn't go to the top 4, to me, I'm gonna be sad because I like her a lot. I think Nina is like amazeballs. I really do. And I became a super fan of hers through this show. Akira too. What's sad is that I lived in the same state as Akira, been to Dallas. I've seen Akira perform and didn't realize it until later on when I saw her on the show. And I was like, bitch, I've seen you in pageants, girl. I have seen you. I've seen you up there before. And to see that evolution from somebody who I would hear their name on the intercom or, coming to the stage as Akira Chanel Davenport, like I hear that, to now seeing her with RuPaul going, Akira, see Davenport. I love it. So for me, it's always a full circle moment. I love to see queens like that. That body condom Nina wears got to go. Sir, madam, every person who was on the show who wears that same body condom needs to go. Because you know, a lot of them girls have been wearing those bodysuits that go from the fingers to the toes. And I'm trying to figure that out. I was like, so we're just not doing our nails no more, huh? We're just not doing their nails no more, huh? Oh, and another thing too, I don't dislike Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. Hey, Andy. I just don't want to see her in another fucking corset and a bra and glitter on here. Y'all can give me as many excuses as you want. No, ma'am, Miss Pam. I can't do it. Yeah, it's definitely, Nina's the only one representing the campy queens. So it's really difficult for her to like actually pull something together because she's the only one. I'm looking at the competition. I'm like, Evie is not considered campy. Like, you could look at Evie and think that, but I'm like, she has camp moments, but I think of Evie more as like a punk rock art girl versus like camp queen. Well, Camp Wanakiki was fun, so if y'all like Camp Queens, watch that show, because I like that show. That was a good drag show. Also, when Dragula comes back, I'm going to be excited for that, too. More acid Betty Joyce. Yeah, I agree that with Evie. She's a little bit more, she can go to the avant-garde side a little bit quicker than other girls. That tattoo is so absurd. It's a bat face on a... I did. Once I heard Vanjie break down, y'all heard that voice went away, girl. That was gone, and it was, bitch, I'm just so... I was like, ooh, there it is. There she go. It's not fun to see anybody in a sad situation like that, but it was also telling to hear somebody finally, like, let go. And it was like, there she is. There's the vulnerability. And we needed that from Vanessa Vanjie. I don't think we ever really got to see that. So I was very happy for that moment. Not that she was sad, but that she shared her discomfort and her lack of feeling that she is doing the best that she can. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Raphael. Yeah, very much vulnerability. So let's see here. What else did I want to talk about from season 11 before I get into some other stuff here? Because I do need to go. I'm not going to be on here for longer than an hour, everybody. So I do got 20 more minutes left because I need to catch a lift to the other side of town. Okay. So yeah, so there was something that took place in Untucked that a lot of us are familiar with and know, and it has to do with wigs. Wigs. Does your positivity come naturally, or do you have a whole law of attraction thing? Law of attraction as well as naturally positive. So for me, I'm already a positive person, but what happens is, hey Robin, but what happens is that if I'm in a room where energy is all full of bullshit, I then become that person too. So if you're around me and you're on that negative stuff, it will affect me and I will have an issue. And that's why I'll be like, you need to get out of my way, gone somewhere. Mom, hey Patty, absolutely. I am so ready for Dragula season 3. I've been on the bitch pudding campaign for the last year, girl. I'm ready for another season, honey. But yeah, I'm one of those people who does believe in emotional, what is it called? Emotional vampires, energy vampires. I believe in all that type of stuff. I had somebody recently get into one of my lives and just damn near destroy it. I was talking about something so positive, and they got on there and started bringing some serious personal issues that did not need to be discussed at that point in time. And instead of just taking it like, we'll talk about it later, they continued and continued and continued. I never got an apology from that person, and they just acting like it's okay. And it's like, oh, it's nothing. It was ridiculous. That was an emotional vampire right there, because I was happy. They got on my live, and they were like, everything is wrong. And I continued to speak, and it was like, listen. It's like, oh my God. No, it wasn't you. No, CFF, it wasn't you. Our conversation about the stairs is different from me talking about something that has to do with Drag Race and then someone bringing up something that has to do with just their life. And it's like, we're not doing that right now. Like, everybody wants to talk about Drag Race. You can't do that to people, because everybody in the room with us is listening to me talk, and they're all trying to get that same good spirit. So you coming in here doing all that, it affects the room, and now you're affecting me, so I can't do my job. So please be careful of people like that. I understand that we're all going through something, but misery loves company. So if you're miserable, don't you go over there looking for company. You get your misery out your own motherfucking way, and then you come back to society and you help everybody else out. Because nobody wants to be around somebody that's negative all the motherfucking time. No, ma'am. Not at all. So back to Wiggate. Ariel Versace apparently left a bunch of wigs. She left a bunch of wigs. Now, we didn't know who she left them to until later. However, hold on. Oh. Christmas Tiger, no, that would be your grandmama's house. That's that energy vampire. No, so basically, Silky felt some kind of way, as did Akira, about how Plastique handled the situation for wigs, okay? That were left by said Ariel. Plastique felt like all the wigs were for her based on what was said to others that was then led back to Silky and Akira, and said something on the lines of, Mark the Card Fighter, it'd be very natural, bouncy, Donna Summers, Diana Ross hair. I do a lot of 70s, 80s hair. Very much that. I wouldn't be on that Marcel Wave bullshit. That's too much going on. My shit would be very natural looking. Silky's argument with Plastique was, Plastique, you went around and talked about me and everybody else who took a wig to everyone. And then we're walking around here, girl, and we're all kikiing and laughing and shit, but you really feel some kind of way about that situation. So I just wanted you to clarify what exactly that was all about. That's when Plastique started doing, well, she was my best friend. And, you know, it was in my station. And, you know, Silky's like, well, my shit's over there too. And then this is over there with that. And then this is this and 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 this. So Plastique was just like, well, girl, I didn't even think it was that big of a deal. So my bad, but not really. And Silky's like, well, girl, now I see you for what you are. But it's like, honey, this was all a moment of drama, and I think they just needed this for the show. But this is what then Ariel posted and then took down via Twitter or Instagram. I really wish they would stop taking these down. Just leave it up. So that way we can actually be like, oh, work. Ariel wrote, and I hope this is not a fan-made thing. I hope this is actually from her real account, and someone will probably be able to clarify that for me. She said that she left one for Silky because, you know, she likes Silky, believe it or not. She left one for Silky. Akira asked for one, so she left the one that Akira asked for. Which Akira took that wig, and Silky took her wig. She said she left the rest for Plastique. Now, if other girls took wigs, that's on them. Those two got one. And the others went to Plastique. So, honey. Well, I believe Ariel has a wig company, Matthew, so I think that's like... I think the girls just wanted one wig that was like that same style. Or maybe they can change it up and tease it to be a little different. Whoa, girl, that wig was the same wig the entire season in different fucking colors. It was tacky. I hated it. Hated it. I wanted to like Ariel a lot more, but it was the whole same silhouette shit that just threw me off. I liked everything about her until she would get on the runway. I'm like, damn. I just wasn't a fan of the same thing all the time. And it's starting to get that way with other girls too. Like Vanessa, oh, girl, same thing again. And then I want to see Akira in some pantsuit or some sort of jumpsuit now. Because I've seen a lot of gowns. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, I need a little jumpsuit. I need a little 1-2. Everybody needs to be very much looking out for Ariel's wigs for the rest of the season. I think we need to make a game of this. Every time we hear somebody left something, we need to see if it's shown the next episode or an episode later with that on. I think we need to make a game out of that. Either way, it was a petty conversation. I was entertained because it was some kind of drama. But yeah, that's season 11, episode 6, I believe. Y'all, next week, you already know what it is. We got another episode, some more drama, some more shade. So join me then. Remember, Thursdays on Instagram, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. We do a live on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, make an account. I'm not going anywhere else to do this because Instagram is the only one that lets me stream it and they don't trip. I can't save the videos because then that would be like copyright because that would pretend like it's mine. Not. I'm just streaming it and then I'll let it go. We're about to talk about that right now, CFF. Thank you for keeping me on topic, too. Do you think the season's starting off better than last season? Yeah. I'm more entertained with this season than the previous season, to be honest with you. And I actually like more of the girls on this season than I did the last season. I'm just being very real. Like, I had a lot of... I was fanning a lot of the girls, but I was disappointed in short by most of them. And then I was happy that some of them went to All-Star so that we can get some redemption moment from my other two good Judies. But yeah, I think that this is going to be great. Y'all, I'm going to try to stay on topic because I keep seeing comments and it's throwing me off a little bit, but I'm going to keep going here. I do know who won Drag Race Thailand. I do agree with who won. I haven't seen the episodes leading up to it, but if I were to tell you who my top 3 was going to be, the 3 girls who were in there, I was like, proud of them, proud of them, proud. Don't apologize. You're fine. Don't worry here. I just need to make sure I stay focused because y'all start throwing stuff out and you think I'm going to be here for an hour and 20 and I'm not. I got 11 more minutes to go. Let's keep this on a roll. Now. Ooh. Okay, sorry about that. So, West Hollywood. Hi, Nick. I don't have that much time left, y'all, but I'm going to try to make the most out of this story and how I met Lady Red Couture and what my life was like, okay? Okay. Oh, speaking of which, shout out to Bandit, Angelique, and Pangina. Okay, y'all know Pangina hit me up on Instagram and she's gonna be out here in May and she said, if you wanna do an interview, girl, let me know. I was like, ah! So I'm trying to set that up. That's one. Angelique gave me love and Bandit gave me love. Bandit, like, girl, okay, so I said Bandit, I posted that video and Bandit was like, well, thank you so much for the love. And I was like, girl, you've been slayed. She goes, I hope I make you happy for the rest of the season. And I wanted to say something back, but I was almost like, that was like the sweetest response ever. Like, I hope I don't disappoint you. Like, what? What? Bandit. You're so good. Don't say that. I felt like, oh, girl, don't say that. Pan is gorgeous. Pan is gorgeous as a man and in drag. I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy, honey. I love Bandit. So I was very happy Bandit gave me some love. I like Drag Race Thailand, girl. Get me to Thailand. Get me to Thailand, honey. I would be out there and be a guest judge. Quick. So, WeHo. So, I know, right? You need a Suzanne. Real talk. Once I get a talk show, I'm going to have a Suzanne. I'm going to tell you. Or a Robert or some kind of Tiff. Something like that. My Instagram handle is my name, Matty Rants. So, MattyRants. So, I went to West Hollywood because a friend of mine invited me out for this birthday party that never ended up happening. WeHo or WeHo is West Hollywood, everybody. West Hollywood. That is where you see all the girls performing at Mickey's and stuff like that. Over there, okay? So my friend invited me out, and there was supposed to be a birthday party, but we didn't go. And then I invited my other friend to go with me because I needed, like, you know, yeah. Let's see here. So we met up with my friends. We went into the Abbey. My friend Asia, who is my friend Jamaris's friend, she was dressed very on theme for a good. She could have gone to a what's it called? You know, the sip and seas where people go to like network and stuff as models. She could have walked up in there and got a couple of gigs just from how she was looking. She looked great. Every gay and every woman on the street was like, you are sickening, mama. I guess she's never been to West Hollywood. So that was her first time getting the gay experience as a woman, like who was out there looking beat. So it was like, Miss Thing, you better push on through, girl, because they live. And I kept on telling her, I said, bitch, strut. I told Jamarius, like, come on, let her strut. He said, I'm just letting her feel the moment. I said, honey, no. You need to strut. If the bitches are feeling you, girl, turn around, puss, walk. Like, feel your oomph, Miss Thing. She started to feel it a little bit more, and I was very happy for her. So, yeah, if you're ever with me and, like, all of a sudden people are starting to hype, girl, I will hype you up that much harder so that way everybody hypes you up, okay? I'm like, oh, they're feeling her? Push her through. That's me as a friend. Oh, they're feeling you, sis. Push through. Do the most. Now's the time. But yeah, we were walking through. We went to Trunks first. Trunks was good, but it was way too hot, and I was wearing a sweater, so I didn't want to, like, totally, like, sweat my ass out. So then we came back out, and we were heading to Blow, because Blow we had to pay to get into. They had a little bit more urban music for me, because I needed some music. I needed some, you know, I never knew there was a love like this before. Hey, Latrice. Sorry, my mama, this is going to cut shortly, so you may have to watch back here because I got to leave in a little bit. I'm already running behind. I'm trying to keep my sweaty arms together. But as I was walking to Blow, and my friends were all ahead of me, I see someone on a microphone on a PA. Yeah, Trunks is tiny. It's nice, though, as far as the drinks are good. It's hot and sweaty, but there can be some assholes that are in there, girl. And some man tried to fight me. I'll tell you about that in a second. Some man tried to fight me, and I had to get his ass together. Sometimes that's why I don't like going out, because people assume, I don't know if it's the face. I don't know what this does to people, but some people get mad, girl. And I'm like, did something happen? Thank you, Candace. But we went into Trunks. It wasn't cute. Some guy kept chin buck. He was definitely on crack. He was on that real crack. He was cracked out. So he shoulder checked me, and I shoulder checked him back. And so he turned and looked at me, and I turned to look at him. I said, this can be the day. This can be the day. If you want it to, it can be that. I got a bottle in my hand, bitch. I was ready to bust that sucker over the top. I was like, it can be the day. I don't mind popping and dropping. I do not mind. I've had a rough past 2 weeks, bitch. I have nothing to lose as far as I'm concerned. watch where you're walking and watch where you push up on me. So we didn't have no problems with him for the rest of the night. When we leave and I'm walking, I see some big woman, and I have to say it just like that, a big woman, a tall, big woman on a microphone, on a PA. She had a little mega horn. She was like, y'all need to come to this club. She was outside of a club. I don't know what club it was, and I feel bad. I feel bad. Now, yeah, let me get to the blow story too, because the blow story, someone was flirting with me and I didn't know, and then I ended up not getting a number because of it, and I felt really shitty afterwards, but So with the Lady Red Couture story, yeah, I was walking. I see this big woman on the mic just, y'all come in, y'all come in, y'all come in. I do not know what club it was. I don't know what club it was or bar that we were walking past, but she wore red, and I was just like, she looks so familiar, and I was just, this is how I was looking. And so when I was walking, I hear her on the microphone go, hey, baby. And I turned and looked and I said, I said, Lady Red Couture. She goes, yeah. And she got her, just her off the mic. Yeah. Y'all, I was weak. I was so weak because it was like, yeah. I said, oh my God, like my friends were walking. I let them do whatever they wanted to do. I stopped. I had to go, girl, you don't understand. I just was talking about you maybe 2 days ago on my YouTube video. Oh, you do YouTube? I said, yes, Miss Thing. My name is Matty Rants. I do a Rupaul's Drag Race review. Bitch, I basically told the whole story. I said, I do it with Jamar84. We do it every Friday morning. We also do lives on Thursdays. Bitch, I told the whole gig. I said, I've been watching you before I even was like, when I was just starting my YouTube career and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do and everything else like that, I would watch you and Johnny McGovern religiously. I still do. I'm like, hey, queen, come on, give us a little TT. She started laughing because I started singing the song. So she went, and I was so thankful that Lady Red Couture gave me this. Hey, 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 hey. I was like, yes. She gave me the hey, hey real part real quick. She said, hey, hey, hey. I was like, yes. I gave her like 5 hugs, y'all. It was so funny. I was just like, girl, I don't know why. I'm just so happy to see you. So I told her I watch y'all show religiously. I love to be on. She was like, well, girl, like, hey, you might end up, sis. So I said, girl, can I take a picture? She's like, sure. We took the picture. And we look back at it, and she goes, girl, I look like a child molester. I said, well, bitch, if you're a child molester, honey, I'm about to take that candy out your front pocket because I am too happy to be here with you. And I said, thank you so much for taking the time out to, like, speak to me and to talk to me. And, you know, I'm just a crazy guy and a crazy fan here, but I am on YouTube, and I'm trying to do what you and Johnny are doing, which I love so, so, so much with your show and the concept of it. I'd really love to be on it one time. If it ever does happen, we hope to meet you again. And I just left it at that. So that was my meeting Lady Red experience. And she was a complete sweetheart. So if y'all see her out and about in West Hollywood, say hello, say hi, talk. She's great. She's great. So I was very happy to meet her. It was beautiful. I loved it. I was very thankful that happened. Yeah, so it was cool. It was cool. And then, of course, she thinks that my butt is amazing because if you go to my Instagram, Lady Red Couture, and every picture I have of my ass out is like, yes, God. I was like, Lady Red. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. So it was dope. Now, after that, because I need to wrap this story up, we get to blow. Bitch. I see all those people that you all see on Facebook and on Instagram, like Jay Versace and them. I don't think Jay was there, but there was this other boy who does the same kind of stuff that Jay does with those videos. He's like, ooh, look at me. Yes. Like he was there, and a bunch of these other very, very influential young Black YouTubers or social media queens were there. I didn't speak to any of them because they were all lit and having a good time. So I wouldn't, Ricky was there. So I wasn't shading. I'm not shading any of them. I just didn't meet them because they were all popping and having their own good time, and they were in their little section. So I'm not 1 million subscribers famous just yet. So I'm going to sit my 8,300 over here maybe, okay? But I did see them, and they all got in the club. I think they got in for free. Because they had 2 lines. They said $10 or $20. I said, bitch, who paying $20 to get into this club? Not I, said the Pussycat. I didn't see Zachary Campbell there. I didn't see him there. He might have been. I didn't see him there. But there was a bunch of the girls that were up there. You could tell a lot of makeup artists who I've seen on Love and Hip Hop. There was a lot of people. Blow was upstairs. So after sitting in line for 30 minutes, we finally get in, and there's like two sections. There's like this section that has Latin X music, and the other section is like hip hop, R&B, urban, whatever. So the first bar, she was boo, no ma'am. The second one, yes, I'm here for it. I'm all the way. Lewis, I think it's called the fact, girl, I'm not from here, baby. I do not know. I call it Blow, because that's what they tell me it was. They said it was Blow, that's all I know. Blow Fridays. Blow Fridays. Bitch, I love to host at a club. But girl, get me the microphone. You know I can host shit. We're gonna have a good ass time. So, maneuver through the club, we get to the urban R&B section. I don't know or realize, again, because I don't go out like that in LA. Okay, well then I went to Blow. I'm still gonna say it, Lewis. That's the spot, but I went to Blow because no one was saying the Factory. What are you doing? I'm going to Blow. But if that's the venue, the Factory, then so what is the Factory used for then? If it's just Blow on Fridays, is it like a regular gay club or a straight club? I don't know. I know, Latrice, I had a good time chatting with you too, Mama. I didn't like the urban R&B section for 2 reasons. It's gay? Okay, interesting. So, here's why I was pissed. The bouncers, or whatever, kept pushing me. That pissed me off. I can't help that no one's moving in the middle of this aisle that you say we should be walking through. And there's already a lot of people in this one bar because the other side of the bar is boring. So I can't help that. So I had a security guard literally take his hand in the back of my head and push me, bitch. And I had to turn around and I had to let him know who the fuck I was. And what are you going to do? And that's what happened. I said, boy, who the fuck you putting your fucking hands on? Bitch, I will not only beat the shit out of you, but I will get your ass fired. Who are you what you doing? Do you know who I was? Oh, I went crazy. So somebody who works at the club who thought I was cute stopped the guy, told him to get the fuck out of my face and let him move around. Then he flirted with me, gave me his number because he was like, I'm sorry that happened. You're too pretty for all that shit. And I was like, thank you. Hi, my name is, I was like, my name is, and he gave me his number. So sometimes having a cute face will save you, girl. Sometimes it will. Because I was about to fight that man. So when that happened and the guy stepped in and was like, I got this. I was like, thank you. Because he was rude. And I can't believe he did that to me. But this other guy that was there, who my friend was trying to like hook me up with, not really hook up, but like get me to like flirt with him. I am not a great flirt because I prefer to flirt like one-on-one versus like a whole setting with people, right? So we were dancing and stuff and we was dropping it and they had played this part of the song. It was like doing a 90s dance and it was of course Faith Evans. Y'all know I do Faith right. I never knew there was a love like this before. Like I was Jamar done called in the middle of the live, bitch. Never had someone to show me your love. Love like this before. Boom, 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 ow, ow. So I was giving it. I was getting it. I was getting it. So the guy who I was like low-key trying to flirt with out on the side or whatever, he saw me doing the booty shake, and it was like, ew. And, you know, it was like, okay, what's up? But he wasn't direct with me. So I didn't know if he was flirting. He just kept staring or he gave me this really cute hug. I was just messing with you. Da, 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 da. I was just like, oh, okay. But I was like, is he interested or not? Because his other friend who was with him, who was way more in shape than me, he was built for like a fucking truck. They were all touchy. So it confused me because I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm not physically where he would like me to be. I don't know if they're both tops. I'm not understanding if they're both, I don't know what's going on. So it threw me off and that's why I wasn't really trying to speak with him. But then my friend was like, Matt, like, he really was liking you. I said, but his friend was staring too, and I didn't know if they were boyfriends or not because it just seemed like I was intruding on that. He said, no, they both thought you were cute. Oh. 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 I said, well, I didn't get that from them because no one spoke to me. He said, sometimes it's just looking. I said, well, honey, I'm a direct motherfucker. You got to speak. I don't know what your intentions are. I think that either you're staring because I got a booger on my face, something happened downstairs. I don't know, bitch. I ripped my pants. I don't know. I don't know. You got to talk to me. So that was interesting. So I didn't get that didn't happen. My friend said I'll try to talk to them, but I was like, it's okay. It's whatever. If I see them again, it'll be, but if not, whatever. But yeah, I just, and they were both gorgeous. But I was just like, Yeah, I just am sometimes a little bit, if you were to see me flirt, I am very cutesy and kind of like, what, me, stop. Like the cheeks come out. These suckers come up like, what? Like, stop. And I have to make this face, so. Okay. All right, y'all. I need to end this live now. I actually need to get dressed and get my lift and get the fuck on. So which would you choose, though? Which would I choose? I don't know. Whoever chooses me. That's what I was thinking, Lewis, but my friend was like, they were interested. I was like, girl, they didn't say nothing. Oh, that makes me feel ugly now. Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let me go ahead and end this live. Cardi. Actually, none. None of them. Yeah, none of them. None. Yes, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for subscribing for those who are new and those who are part of the followers. My rant pack, love you so very much. Do me a favor if you want to donate to the channel and support your host. PayPal.me/Matty Rants, Cash App $ Matty Rants. I probably wasn't physically fit enough, like the other person said, because if they didn't like say anything, then that's probably the case. So it's okay. It happens. I know I'm not like amazing, so it's okay. So let's see here. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be having a video posted for y'all again, and I probably will be doing a live as well. So please and thank you for those of you who have joined. Excuse me for all the and all that type of stuff. I got this from Forever 21 many years ago, so I don't think it's in the stores now, but it was like a great shirt because it had this pink spots on it, so I was like, cool. But yeah, all right. Hugs and kisses, all my best love and wishes to you. Lisa, I'm single, so I'm a little hard on myself, so you got to give me a little moment here, girl, because I don't like it, but yeah. So, yes. Thanks for tuning in. Hugs and kisses, all my best love and wishes. I will talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye.